Hello, Glenn Parker High Vibration Foundation. How are you? I wanted to do some videos on when I've actually experienced unconditional love. And interestingly enough, two of the occasions, well, there's many occasions, but these in particular were epic, groundbreaking, different vibrational realities, which just entrained into a whole different set of parallel realities. And they were the strongest senses of unconditional love, and that I wasn't alone, and that we weren't, this was a grand arena for very brave beings to come and play a very interesting game of great darkness and great light, to come from great darkness and go into great light. And there's a story that tells you about it. So there's a being called Adronis. Thank you, Adronis, for coming and channeling. And thank you to Brad Johnson for being bold enough to bring Adronis through and being a part of your highest joy to do that. There was a story that the Eden's, Lyra Sirius Orion Wars. That's very convoluted, so much information in such a short amount of time. I'd say this is in the past year, so sometime earlier in 2014. That this experience happened, and what ended up happening is that there's another being that is being channeled through Adronis. That I'm not going to give you a spoiler. You're gonna have to. I'm going to put the video down below, so go check that out. It's, if you like this type of material, then you definitely need to check that out. Just at the very least for the galactic history, because it is an epic amount of history, just epic upon epic amount of history in there that explains innumerable things. So the being came through at the end, and I've listened to that a couple times, many times, and there was an occasion where I was listening to it, and I had unconditional love coming through and locked in. And Bashar is saying that this is just a glimmer, or a glimpse, a small fractal percent of what it's actually like to be in a fourth density state. So in any case, I had to go sit in my bed in like more of a meditative state and just kind of be, because I almost couldn't function. And you know, I wasn't driving or anything, and obviously I wouldn't do that to myself driving, because everything is by permission. You're doing it to yourself, so you don't need to be afraid of that. But it was just so overwhelming, and it wasn't new, because I had feelings like that before, but not, you know, it would last a short time, seconds, and then, you know, it would calm down. But this was like, whoa, like somebody had, I had injury to my hand, and there's these TENS units where you put all the electrodes and stuff on, and in differentials, and they work the muscles, and through the bioelectric feedback that it does, it actually freaks the nerve endings out to such a degree that the pain levels go down. At least that's my understanding. But they work really good. I would say like somebody turned the electrodes way up, and it's like, whoa, it won't go off. And so that was just on and on and on, and it lasted for a while. I couldn't exactly say 30 seconds, a minute, couple of minutes, probably a couple of minutes, and then it relaxed into more of a calm situation. But I think, and from my point of view of sharing, it's important to share those types of situations. I think there's relevance for people that are going to find this video. They're going to find it useful, and if you can follow a path that is useful for you, then I'm sharing and giving to all that is, and giving back, and that makes me happy. So I hope that's useful for you. Love and light, and have a fantastic day.